what understand for us to make what we just had happen, it's honestly, it's the good Lord is a whole bunch of it. It's the strength of our company. And it is the fact that we are something unique. Just understand the complexity of the transaction we just did. Okay, and I'm reading from a page that actually was in a deck that we used recently to talk with our new board members and stuff about. We didn't do one transaction. It was essentially 5 different transactions, all at the same time. There was the IPO. We were doing an IPO in a pretty politically, watch what's going on in Washington right now. Watch what's going on with Goldman. Watch what's happening with Wall Street. Well, we were doing the first IPO out of one of those companies. Okay, it ain't like we weren't dealing with a few regulators and a few politicians in the process of doing this. That added a degree of complexity to this I can't even describe to you. Okay, there's a little bit of scrutiny on this transaction of, you're taking a division out of Citigroup. We had the private sale to Warburg Pincus. I'll talk to you about that in a second. We completely restructured our core business through the reinsurance transactions. We completely realigned the entire corporate structure of the business. To get this done, there were 52 separately negotiated contracts to be able to make the one deal happen. There were so many things that could have gone wrong. I can't even begin to put them into words to you. And for us, Primerica, to make it through that process is unbelievable. So I'm telling you, when your cousin says he's checking out Primerica, you can tell your cousin we've been pretty well checked out. Okay, let me talk to you about it. $230 million into the company. The reason we did that was to make sure that at the IPO time we would get Citi below 50% ownership, which was critical to executing the whole thing we're doing. So there were a lot of moving parts, y'all. There were a lot of Rick and I sitting in a room going, okay, let's just slide the chips out there and see what happens. Okay, honestly, there was a lot of stuff we went through, but in dealing with Warburg, they did their due diligence. We met with 10 different private equity firms. I was laughing, a year and a half ago, Rick and I were rolling around New York with roller bags, going into private equity firms, going up, meeting with people, talking about our company. Warburg to put $230 million in. Now, this is from an email they sent me of what they did after it was all over. I said, what did y'all do to check us out? They had 7 of their most senior investment professionals purely assigned to this process. They had a team of 60 lawyers and investment bankers investigating us. They went through every book we have, every balance we have, every account we have, and they spent $10 million doing due diligence on our company. Okay, we're asking folks to put 99 bucks in. They spent $10 million to invest $230 million. They hired private investigators that I didn't know this till after it was over, but did nothing but go everywhere I go and check me out and Rick out. Because I guess at the end of the day, if you put $230 million in, you'd like to know whether we're nuts or not. Fortunately, I guess we passed that test or whatever. But, thank God they didn't go to the bar. I used to bartend at the college, so they must not have made it there. But,